back to Dad Meat, bitch. Ryan Foster, Tim Butterly, Danny Dubs. How are you guys?
Fuck is good, baby.
Yeah.
Back. I'm feeling beautiful.
Tell us about these custom dick suckers.
Well, no, I was talking about Fleshlight modders, basically. There's dudes modding Fleshlights, I think, on Reddit.
Painting flames on the side of the pussy.
Did you get a NOS tank on it?
Yeah. Well, no, there was the famous Shrek one where a guy made a green one and dressed it like Shrek.
Ah, Jesus
Hold on, let me see if I can find a link real quick. I don't want to start off behind the... if I would have known, I would have prepared a presentation for you guys.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fair to say that would be a pussentation?
Pause.
Damn. You know what?
I don't know why did I go with pause there?
Yeah, we could start
Do
over.
they make pussies? Dudes, there's gotta be.
They
like
have
this,
to, yeah.
fleshlights.
You know what would be a really funny prank? Is if they, at the day that Fleshlight goes out of business, men don't even want physical stimulation anymore. They just want to tap the wire in their brain that makes them come. They don't even want anything touching their penis. The day that Fleshlight finally goes out of business, if they revealed that, like, yo, guess what? 100% of all the butthole fleshlights that we sold were modeled after a guy.
Everybody's turning gay anyway.
Yeah,
Fleshlights are
true.
turning everybody gay.
Dude, that's going to be pervert January 6th.
Oh, man. That would be so fucking cool.
Dude,
We're going to be storming browsers.
Bald uncles, it's divorced dudes just offing themselves in their Jeeps.
Where do they make those at, though? Fleshlights. That's American made, is it?
Wuhan, China?
Yeah, there's gotta be. Somebody's munching a fleshlight.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
Bat with a hot pussy. Got us all
I don't
sick.
know. I don't think I've ever fucked a either my hand or a puss.
What?
Like, I think I've... when I said I've never fucked my hand or a pussy, I threw my cum
You've
to my
never
girlfriend.
ventured outside of hand or
I fucked a
puss.
butt, lady butt. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm off to a hot start.
Stop bragging, dude.
Fully retarded.
You fucked a butt?
I heard it might have been on a train ride we took recently where you mentioned getting your dick sucked by a pregnant lady.
Yeah. I got head from a pregnant lady in Wildwood, 2009. The summer after I graduated, and
That's how the coronavirus.
yeah, that's how it started.
Wow.
I didn't know she was pregnant, but she was so hot.
That kid's 13 years old now.
Dude, I went to his christening.
That child's mother absorbed nutrients from your cum and then passed them on to the baby. That kid ate your cum.
He's part. Yeah, I guess this is my second kid coming in
Dude.
December.
What
Yeah,
the
that's.
hell?
I never noticed that. Well, I didn't think about that. I did come in her mouth, and then I found out the day later that she was pregnant. I was like, well, what? Like, and the dude who got her pregnant was driving home to Philly on and killed a guy on a motorcycle. He was going home to sell Percs and hit a guy and killed him.
Whoa.
So he's probably still in prison. He's got to be, right?
He's in.
I think he did some time. I know he did. So that was.
He's
out.
Wait,
He's
he
out.
was on the motorcycle and he hit a guy, or
No,
he hit a guy that was
on a motorcycle.
Oh man, they're
Yeah.
probably passing him around. When he sat down with the skinheads in prison, they probably started passing his cheeks around, dude.
Dude, I hope he's at. I'm doing prison comedy shows next month. I hope he's at the. I'm going to bring this up. Do you have a kid?
Did you say multiple comedy shows?
Yeah, 2 nights in a row.
One prison? Two
No,
nights?
I'm doing one at Chester, and then I'm doing one at Fayetteville and Camp Hill. Fayette. And
Do you have like an agent that books
dude?
these?
No, I
Or just
fucking
a
opened for.
coincidence?
It was this dude T-Robe. He's from Pittsburgh. Shout out T-Robe, fucking nicest guy ever. And Gary Owen had to leave because his baby mama went into labor, so he flew home. And T-Robe ended up headlining. And they hit me up to feature. So I went, and at the end of the weekend, he's like, man, I might hit you up for some work. I'm like, yeah, sure you will.
Damn.
And then he DM'd me like a month ago, and he's like, yo, call me real quick. He's like, can you pass a background check? I was like, yeah, I think. Even if you didn't do anything, you're like, I'm pretty sure I can pass it. Who knows?
Do you fail a background check, or do they just find stuff that they're not happy about?
Yeah,
you know?
true. Well, I have
Like,
a
hey, let me
pending
be
case.
upfront with you.
I got court Thursday, but that's a deal. I was like, they're not going to fucking ban me from prison.
That's a
for
victimless
DUI.
crime.
Yeah, true. I didn't hit anybody. She
It's a
got paid.
non-violent.
That bitch got paid. So yeah. I touched her dumper.
You get DUI for that? Jesus.
Yeah. They were like, yeah. So now he hit me up and I passed it. So I got 3 shows next month.
Nice.
It's gonna be sick. 2
Did they
nights in a
tell
row.
you anything not to say?
They haven't said shit. They were like, you're passed. You can come. I want to try to film it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can be pretty naughty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nasty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
My brother was in one of the prisons that I'm going to perform at, Camp Hill.
So you might have homies.
I don't think so. He's been dead for fucking. Hey, I am off to a real hot start.
Oh,
Bummer.
whoops.
Restarted, Danny.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I got my dick sucked by a dead brother.
God. Dude, my brother sucking a dick would be gnarly. He was bigger than me. He was a big boy.
Oh man,
And meat
he probably
looking all
wouldn't. He
tiny
wouldn't
in his
even
hands.
notice that thing in his mouth.
No, he would bit it off, spit it out. Yeah, no, but I'm pumped for those. It's gonna be sweet. I think they're like all drug offenders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it'll be tight.
Yeah, they're gonna be rowdy as fuck. They're gonna be
hope.
like standing up and smashing shit on the tables.
I hope so. That's why my girlfriend's like, oh my, be safe. I'm like, imagine if I get shanked in a fucking prison comedy show
Dude,
by a
come home
heckler.
and tell her you got raped.
Yeah,
You think she'd
that'd be
believe it?
nice. I mean, no, I don't think so. You'd have to kill me to rape me. It's not, yeah, you're gonna have to shank me
Yeah,
up.
right. That sounds like a challenge, dude.
Bring it, pussies.
We're broadcasting this out into the public. You're saying you have to die before you get raped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, put that on the back of your work truck.
I already have a Rick Job sticker.
Foster contracting. You'd have to kill us to rape us.
Yeah, I'd do that. I could do that.
Would you bite and scratch and stuff if it came down to it, or would you go just kill me and rape
Dude,
me?
they would love that.
I mean, bite and scratch. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, would you suck on a guy's neck if he was like pretty close?
yeah, I'd pretend like I'm into it. I'd make him put my legs behind my head.
That's like you try anything. You can start doing YOLO moves.
Yeah,
See
I'd
what
lay him
works.
on my back. I'd be like, I like it this way, and then I put him in a triangle
pull
until
your-
the guards came.
I bring my knees up to my shoulders and say, have at it, and then I go, ha ha! Right
I'd
into my
put you in a
trap.
2:45. Shout out Shannon Sharp.
I want you to hold my cheeks open like movie curtains.
I hope that little midget is at the Delco prison because I'm going to Chester. That's
What
where he's
midget?
at. It's Cavalcante.
Oh,
That's at prison.
Oh, dude.
I'm going there.
Oh,
It's gonna be
man.
sick. Hey,
Mike turned his hat around. He put it in
He was
Disney
like-
hat.
Yeah, let me give everybody the,
Mike's wearing a Disney hat.
proper view of
oh,
this
it's
hat.
Nike. It's a Nike
It's
hat.
a license.
Well, it's a Mickey Mouse Nike hat.
It's still Nike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it's like
Mike was
kind
like, do I
of,
look cool?
it is almost like tactical. It's like tactical Mickey Mouse.
It's your daily carry.
What is this like promoting a certain thing, or like is this a reference to something, or is it just this is for like hard ass dudes that like Mickey?
It's a Tiger Woods
Just
collection.
cool bros that, just want to let loose after spending a bundle on their families. And we just want something to remember the trip by.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you get that at the park?
Yeah.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, that counts.
How much was
Oh,
it?
Man.
There's everything there is so
Pretty- I
fucking.
think
I
it's
haven't
like
been there
30
forever,
bucks.
but God
$30
damn.
is that's pretty reasonable for licensed merch, official license.
Carhartt hats are $26 now. Snapbacks. Shit's
See?
out of control.
Did they make Disney Carhartt?
I bet you they do. Disney, I mean, they make fucking trans fucking barista hats now. So every time I go in, I'm getting a coffee from a lesbian. I'm like, that's actually a pretty tight hoodie. I might have to get that.
So we were talking right before we started the reason Mike's hacking him up was because we were talking about the little dick guy that I don't know, I didn't see his penis, but the guy that took his clothes off and had him
It was
a
all over
complete
Twitter yesterday.
meltdown in It's a Small World.
Heavy bush on this guy.
Yeah, that's how you know he wasn't
Yeah,
planning.
like things aren't going well.
this was spur of the moment. This was not premeditated.
You can usually judge someone's mental health by the state of their pubes. You're like,
Now, your first thought upon seeing that, do you think the guy just took acid or something? And
I would have. He had
No,
to have, right?
I
It looked like a
assumed he was
drug
just
spaz.
Hilarious. Every time I see a naked person in public, I go, "Damn, that guy really parties."
Oh, they're planking his piece out CBS.
We're also on YouTube.
oh,
by
he
the
looks
way.
like a
All right, yeah, true.
Yeah, he's not really doing anything cool. He's kind of just like rethinking his actions.
It'd be so funny to parkour naked in Disney World until somebody got you, though.
What is that? The hell's that?
That's like a Shrek Johnny Galecki.
What?
I thought you were going to say Jimmy Gillespie. That's what
That was
my mind
seriously
went.
all the footage that we have was just the guy kind of going into the tunnel and turning around and being like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. Things aren't going great."
That just
Brutal.
sucks. You got to be somebody's got to go get him. You just got to trank that guy and let him die in the pool.
Well, you do wonder, like, there's no way they could train you to handle a naked fella. Like, you gotta get grips on him.
Yeah,
He's
you got to get
doing-
one of those dolphin things. You know, the poles with the zip on it,
True, yeah.
like a gator pole. They got him down there.
That sounds
The
like it would
snare.
be a job for like a guy in a Pluto costume. Because if you're in a costume, you don't give a fuck what that.
Yeah, it's not gay if there's a cloth between it, right?
Yeah, and you also have to assume that most of those costumes have had a naked penis touch them.
Oh, for sure.
Well, dude, there was an issue
My bad. I got to clock out of work real quick.
in the early 2000s. They would have to wear. It was like kind of like a swimsuit has its own special underwear. The suits would have that kind of thing.
The
in there.
netting?
Yeah, and people were really grossed out by not having to do it, but then they would be threatened with being fired if they didn't just go in with it because you can't wear your own shit. Eventually, they were able to wear their own things in there, and you didn't have to sit in the same netting that the person that had the costume.
Wait,
was in.
you have to be
like
nude
netting, like old
inside-
bathing suits.
Not nude, but it's like you would wear like spandex or something underneath, and then you had to like sit in the same netting. So there's only whatever layer of what you were wearing underneath.
Oh, so
they're in this thing.
They're worried about a ball sweat transfer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pussy sweat.
Dude,
My girlfriend's pussy's been oozing nonstop.
What?
Yeah. Dude, she has to like get up and like be like, I gotta wipe. I was like, you pissed? She was like, no, my pussy's just sopping wet all the time.
Dude, pregnant ladies are like chimpanzees that you bring in the house and you realize it's not a good idea.
Dude, it's fucking out of control.
It's like, all right, 6 months ago, this seemed like a good idea.
I love wet pussy, but could you calm it down? I'm looking for some dry pussy.
It is a shame, dude. Like women are kind of like taught to put up this facade, like I don't burp or fart, and my sneezes are quiet. And then like it's also that they could find like a viable male partner to impregnate them, and then they get pregnant, and they start like shitting themselves,
and they're like,
dude,
I
they
got
turn
you,
into clumps.
faggot. It's over. Dude, she like I forget what we were talking about the other day, and I made her laugh, and she was sitting on her ottoman and farted, and then she was like, I gotta go, and stood up, and she pissed on the couch like a dog that was scared. I was like, what the fuck? It was like a little piss dribble. I was like, fuck, dude.
And they're stuck like that forever.
Yeah.
It's hell.
Your pussy's just ruined, right? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I hope they
It
give
makes
her
me
a
think that like
C-section.
it makes me think that women aren't even supposed to be like hot, you know how it's like well, I mean, you look at the societies where people are still not wearing like clothes, right? We still have like titty out societies in like Northern Africa or something. They're not like trying to be hot, they're just like, you know,
These are my dog tits, yeah.
and then over here
they all like, yeah. I don't know. Remember, guys would like brag about jerking off the National Geographic. I was like, that was disgusting.
I don't know about bragging. Well, I guess-
I had boys that were bragging about that shit.
yeah.
Those shitty tits.
They're more bragging about like resourcefulness though, not like
Yeah, I do whatever it takes. I get that.
I get the job done.
Whatever.
But yeah, we get women like wearing makeup and shit like that, and it's just like, oh, finally, I received a seed. You know, oh, finally, the miracle of life growing inside me. Can't wait to fucking take pictures wearing white linen clothing with my fucking fat husband.
Yeah, dude.
And then it's just, dude, it's just ruined underwear for the rest of their life.
Do you remember like the first moment where like you realized your pregnant wife, she did something, you were like, what the fuck is this?
What are you doing? I mean, dude, my girlfriend started eating ham. I know you're not supposed to. She hated ham until I got her pregnant. Now
Like-
she's
like
crushing
chips?
ham. No,
Right,
fucking
no lunch
like
meat.
lunch meat.
Yeah.
But she gets it from Whole Foods or something gay. But she says it's fine. I'm like, whatever,
Yeah,
dude.
she gets safe lunch meat from Whole Foods.
She was doing coke for the first month and a half of pregnancy, so I'll give her some ham. She's fine.
I hope it was organic at least.
Yeah, my mom keeps making fun of her because she was like, people kept buying us certain kinds of diapers, and my girlfriend was like, I'm not going to let my daughter's pussy like da-da-da. She's not eating this, not eating that. My mom was like, you do coke. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, we'll see how the diaper process goes. I'm not pumped.
That's the worst part in all of parenthood.
How many diapers a week you going through? 5 a day?
I never once counted.
Nice.
Me?
Baller.
Me, myself, personally?
As a diaper man, yes, I do wear them. Oh, dude,
Have you ever had to wear a dye-dye?
have I ever had to wear one?
Yeah.
Not had to. I did put one on a couple times as a joke. Tim had to wear a diaper before.
Oh, yeah. Did you lose a bet with Evan?
No, I got a vasectomy, and they put me in a gauze diaper for 2 days.
That's pretty sick, though.
It was not sick.
Yeah,
It was
my
not
buddy.
sick.
My buddy's dad got a vasectomy. Vasectomy. He got a vasectomy, and he was a fucking mason, and he went back to work and carried like bricks, and his nuts fucking blew up to like.
Oh no,
Dude, I had to see. He showed us them when we were like 15. I was
Yeah.
like, holy fuck. His nut.
Yeah.
I guess something. I don't know.
You
You're
get a
not
little bit
supposed
of
to
wet
swing your
socket.
bag.
It's not good.
You said a wet socket.
Yeah, you get wet socket. I they put me in a gauze diaper, and it was supposed to be for 2 days, and I wasn't even supposed to like be trying to come for like 6 weeks or something like that. And immediately the next day, it was probably just from being told no coming, but the next day I was just like,
I gotta come.
if I don't bust today, I'll kill myself. So then I'm sitting there in a diaper with like blood and scabs on my sack that has been like awkwardly shaven, and I'm just like. I'm saying like I am begging you right now. I need you to get me out of this diaper and suck me off or something, because I'm gonna
Just suck the tip.
I'm gonna scream, and and there's no way I'm gonna risk this with cranking it, because I'm not going back to the doctor to say I had to beat off. I'm gonna say
My wife had to suck.
this
me.
was marital relations, and I needed to unload on my wife,
Damn.
and she was pretty cool about it.
oh man.
That's beautiful.
Not
It
to,
is
I don't
pretty
want to not to get too gross about my wife, but she was pretty cool about it.
Not to be a disgusting pig about it, but she was pretty sick. Damn, dude. It's so funny they call them wet sockets. Isn't dry sockets
It's
when you get
dry
your wisdom
socket.
teeth out?
Yeah, dry
oh, it's dry
socket.
socket. I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
Wet socket's not real.
All right. Did you ever get your wisdom teeth out?
No.
No. I'm supposed to get mine are out. Like they came through, but I'm chilling with them. We're like halfway in.
Your head's probably big enough it can
Yeah,
fit
I
them.
can house them. I
That's
worked at a
cool.
British lady's house, and I had like the consultation the next day. She's like, "You don't have to get them out. You're fine."
Turns out you don't need to take care of any of your teeth.
She had good
Yeah.
teeth though, so I was like,
Bullshit,
"This
dude.
lesbian knows what's up."
Is that really true? If you have a bigger head, it's less of a problem?
Yeah, the only reason I think you get your wisdom
'Cause your
teeth
mouth
out is
gets
'cause
crowded,
your
right?
mouth's too small. Yeah.
Hit capacity with them teeth.
But I also don't know anything. I didn't go to college.
Me neither.
I didn't even go to trade school.
You graduated college, right? Trade school was easy, dude. That shit rocked. I started fucking a girl that was in the phlebotomy section.
She was also pregnant.
Dude, I got extra points because I could make my veins come out and they would go practice on me. And then I met a
man,
chick that...
you were a big hit with a future
Dude, I
lab
was
core
like, let's go, you
technicians.
fucking sluts. And her dad owned a salad works, so I was getting free salad works for like 9 months. It was the shit.
Whoa, man.
I was so happy.
What a fucking almost charmed life you've had.
Yeah, I'm like...
This is what they meant by semi-charmed life, dude. Like
Wasn't meth.
you wouldn't ask for any of the things that you've got, but when you hear about it, you go, nice.
That's pretty tight. Yeah. I've fucked a lot of chicks just for the food place they worked at. I have.
Almost every woman I've heard you speak about being with has something to offer.
Yeah, you got to bring something to the table. You know what I mean?
What was the worst food place that you settled for? You went, well, at least I'm bussing.
Comet Pizza.
Pizza Hut, actually. A wild one. Rio Grande Avenue.
bad?
No, it was good. The bread. I'm a breadstick guy. I'm huge. Huge on the breadsticks. So I would just go over and fucking bang her once a week and then fucking go get me some
man.
goddamn pizza sticks. Remember they had the good garlic crumble on them? They were amazing.
It's like the bucket program.
I'd come up with like a
Suck it
Four
program.
Loko mustache to Pizza Hut. Like, I get some breadsticks.
Could you get that Parmesan dust off of your fingertips before you penetrate me, please?
Her name was Louise, too.
Damn.
Wild name. That was
How
the summer of the
exotic.
pregnant lady. I had a busy summer. Good times.
Jeez, man.
Yeah.
Now, you do have to rein it in a little bit. No one wants to hear about this much successful pussy getting.
Yeah.
They start to resent you.
That was the first summer I fucked a girl in the butt. Black lady. She fell
Ryan,
out of the shower and
please.
broke her forearm. Swear to God.
During the butt fucking?
Yeah, we were hammered. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. She was like, put it in my ass. I was like, fine. And we were fucking and we were in this fucking shower for like forever. I'm like squeezing my half hard dick. And I was fucking her in the ass and she fell out of the shower. And then the next day I went home for the week and then came back that weekend and her arm was in a sling. She's like, yeah, I broke my forearm.
Now, did she say anything black and funny as she fell?
No, she wasn't that kind of black chick.
Oh, were you nervous? Were you nervous when a week later she called you and said, "Hey, I just got back from the doctor. I have some news."
She was a fucking rider. She didn't tell me till I saw her on the beach that
I need to meet you. Turns out I just wanted you to sign my cast.
The doctor says this is your compound fracture.
Yeah, she needed me to fucking jam a popsicle stick down her goddamn cast. Good girl. She was cool. She ended up being a heroin addict eventually, but I swear to God, she was like one of the, you know them people like they kind of disappear and then they pop up on Facebook putting like crazy eyeliner
Yeah.
on. You're like, damn, they got her.
yeah.
They got her.
Big things coming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
then moved down to Florida.
I lived in the fucking Hiroshima of that shit.
Yeah, dude, you were ground zero.
Hiroshima.
God damn. Fucking brutal.
Right. What's the worst injury that a girl you've been with has ever had?
Worst injury. I mean, the broken arm was pretty bad. I don't know if I've had a girl with a bad injury. No, it was I dated chicks that were like
injured,
psychopaths.
like injured during an encounter, or like a woman with a limp.
Well, he's had a broken arm lady.
I gotta
pregnant
fuck
lady.
the chick who died by now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'd have to check the papers. Yeah, dude, I don't know if I've had a girl who had like a horrific injury. It would be funny to break up with a chick and then she gets in like a car accident, and
Yeah.
crippled. Not funny, but you know. Tim, don't look at me like that.
Yeah, I agree. It is something you would think about for a little bit.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've had like a unbelievable. Did you have a chick that went sideways on
No,
you?
I mean I've only been with 3 ladies that weren't prostitutes, but
You
one
got
of
to
them,
play the numbers.
one of them did get
Well,
addicted
one of
to
them-
crack.
Oh, okay.
Very
Not
pretty
bad.
lady, yeah.
I've done a lot of girls that were like they ended up doing drugs, but like chicks you fucked when you were younger, and then you know what I mean.
Broken. I will say this: I didn't
Broken.
I didn't fuck this lady, but a lady that received a Vatican verified miracle got butt fucked in my childhood home.
No.
Yeah.
Catholic.
Yes.
God damn. What was the miracle? The butt fucking.
I don't want to say because it's very.
Oh, it's well known.
Yeah.
They document the miracles. You could dox her.
Damn, dude. Yeah, true. You can let that out there. If I guess her name, Marie. I was gonna say Marie DeJulia, but that's my aunt.
Oh fuck.
Naeem just responded this Naeem on the fucking. What's good, Naeem?
What, in the chat?
Naeem was trying to get me to fight Miguel. Do you see? He was spreading fake news.
I don't know. Miguel was also drinking. He could have drunkenly said this. So yeah, we went to the Crack Amico fight last night.
How was that?
Dylan.
I heard you got robbed. Was there a robbery?
Yeah, it was close.
Damn.
But it was what it was a wigger fight for the fucking ages, man. It had everything you want in a wigger fight. They were saying hard, weird shit about each other. I think at one point a jumping double punch was thrown.
I like that.
Were there a lot of sweatpants being pulled up?
I mean, there was. It was funny because there was zero technique in the fight.
No way.
But when we got there and Drew was helping Crack warm up, I was like, "Well,
God,
you actually learned how to throw a punch." Yeah, Drew and Crack warming up with mitts.
God
But
damn.
I was like, "Whoa, you learned how to throw a fucking punch, sick!" Like he was in pretty good
Hitting
shape.
pads looks way different
He
than
did
hitting a
look
guy.
good.
Yeah, and then the fight started, and they were both just fucking. It was
Digging
so
out.
nice. It honestly took me back. It really transported me to my youth and just like standing on the edge of a circle watching two retarded wiggers.
Two
just
dudes
go
in
at
Echo
it.
pants get after it.
It was so nice, man. I really liked watching that, and
I'll watch anybody.
I
fight,
felt
too.
bad because Crack was really going for it, and in some people's eyes, maybe it should not have gone to a third, but
I'm gonna have to watch the tape.
it's worth it. And Dylan kind of like did it.
Hell
It
yeah.
was nice.
I don't know
all
if I ever met Dylan. He's wigged out too? Heavy?
Oh,
He's a Florida.
he might be a terminal wigger.
Florida wiggers are elite. Northeast and Florida wiggers are
Yeah, Crack has
best.
more of a Northeast wigger vibe, but Dylan is certified Southeast wigger.
I like that. Respect.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
probably
it was cool.
fucked a lot of girls with injuries. Southeast wigs.
One of the first times I met Dylan, he told me about meeting Riley Reid in a parking lot for weed.
Oh yeah.
Was she the girl she was the girl who raps the N-word, right? Isn't that
What?
her? Who came out with the you know what
porn
I'm talking
lady.
about? I know, but she came out with a rap song. It was
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, brother. Danny, can we pull that, up?
That's probably really good.
That's so sick.
That's probably really nice.
Riley yeah.
Injury? Whoa! It said Rife. Wait, Riley Reid Phillies meme? Rap
Yeah.
apology?
Yeah, because she says the N-word twice in it.
Whoa! All right, let's
yeah.
get the original.
And hit it. Oh yeah, this is it.
Oh, we're gonna get struck for this.
Get to the point.
Tim, that looks like your basement.
It does. You think that's her basement, or
There it goes.
I'm sorry, run it back.
Oh wait, she just hit it. Yeah,
This isn't bad.
yeah, it's not like
Mike, I'm going to disagree. This is terrible. I'm like, let me remind you, you're staring at an attractive woman.
you bumping
isn't
this.
bad.
I please listen to this on the way home with the Disney hat on.
This is Mike's new diarrhea jams. This is not bad. Oh, dude, they put a honey in there. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is AIDS Bob.
Let's see the apology. Whoa, is that an orange amp behind her? This is my fucking basement. What the hell?
It's your son's girlfriend.
Wait a minute. Am I the coolest guy that ever lived?
What could she what did she say? My bad.
Damn, there's acapella. There we go. Second one, the TikTok.
Come on, man.
Apology for saying
she
the word.
apologized this year? I'm pretty sure that rap came out like 5 years ago. Are you guys on TikTok?
Kind of,
Yeah.
but I don't
Post
open the app, or I posted one time and I kind of did not
Dude,
want to go.
my uncle, I'm in a group chat with my uncles and my dad, and all they do is send me TikTok links. I'm like, I'm not fucking clicking it. Send
yeah.
me, what's that, Sloopy? Come on, you know that song, Sloopy, Hang On?
Yeah.
Yeah, my stepdad, he just sent me one that's like, Sloopy has nice tits. It's like, sick. Fucking 64 years old at fucking Verizon wiring somebody's house. Like, look at these fucking tits.
Dear God, let us all be that way at 64
Yeah,
years
please.
old.
I cannot wait to be a fucking pervert. Like, I like old guys that just own it still.
Pause.
Yeah, damn it.
You got him. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to see this fucking apology. These are all...
But who'd you get in trouble with?
Them.
Well,
BLM.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, who do you think, Mike?
Take a guess.
There was a guy, like, standing on her head with a boot that was like, she said what? What the fuck did you just say?
Maybe that's why they were ganging up on the couch.
Did she get couched?
No, that was another one. That looks like her.
They all be getting couched.
She probably did, though, at some point.
That poor chick who did that blacked video, and then all that does is get used for a meme. You ever see that meme with the blonde chick and there's like the biggest cocks you've ever seen? Dude, me and Tata did a sex show at a fucking sex club.
How'd that go?
We did a comedy show to warm. The guy was like, yeah, you guys are going to come and do comedy to warm them up for a gangbang. And we were like, what? And we took it. Like, obviously it was fun. But, dude, I'd never seen. They have a lady glory hole where it looks like a fucking pizza oven in a sheet of plywood. And they put you in there and then strap your legs up to the side. And there's a headrest so you can put your head up against the plywood.
Brother, that prick oven eats.
Dude, we saw the fattest lesbian get slid into this. Strapped up. Me and Tata are literally like hand in hand just watching this. And then another lesbian comes in a robe and like a fucking buzz cut and just rolls her sleeves up and starts eating this chick's pussy.
Where was this at? Burpoosies?
66 in Woodland. Sinner's Paradise. Check them out. Yeah, it was nuts.
What was the establishment like on the inside? Was it very clean?
It looked yeah.
Please paint me a picture.
I pulled up to the
How
front.
much black paint do you have?
I mean, it was tough. It was really tough. And we got in there. Well, the front wasn't open. It was like all gated storefronts. I'm like, I might have went to the wrong place. And Tata was like, no, come around back. Some guy came out with like a gun. He had like an AR and walked me through the gates. And as soon as I get in there, there's like a 5'5" black guy with the biggest dick I've ever fucking seen, like down to his knee.
Checking IDs.
He was. I guess he had just got done fucking. I hope his dick was still half hard because it was upsetting. And then we got in there. And there's this old the guy who owned it looked like Fat Blade. He looked like Blade from fucking. Remember Wesley Snipes? It's exactly what he looked like in like a leather button up.
Oh, it's Lemaire.
No, not that fat, but he was big. God damn it! And then yeah, dude, it was. There was like 15 different rooms, and they had those like plastic chains from like the food store.
Plastic chains?
Yeah, the chains.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
To guard off the carts. So they all had bedroom doors with like shitty like TikTok LED lights around the rooms. So if the door was closed, it was a half-hour time limit. And then if the chain was on the door, that meant you could come in and watch. And then if there was no chain and people were fucking, you could come in and join.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty sick.
Did you walk by any that were open for people joining?
Well, there was like, we were talking to like a lady. She's asking us about like comedy and shit. And then some dude just
getting
walked
plowed at the time?
I wish, dude. That would have been so sick.
And they give you, what, it's 5 minutes? That's cool, nice.
Dude. Yeah. How long? What made you want to start doing this?
Were you always funny?
Were you funny in school? Just fucking gagging on some dude. But dude, she's like talking to us, and some guy just comes up behind her and starts like putting his hand on the back of her pants, and they just start like he starts fingering her like on the bed.
All right, hold that 1 second.
Excuse me, dude. It was nuts. Porn was on every TV, and then some of the fattest slobs you've ever seen in your life. But they had glory holes. They had like one of them torture racks.
Where did you do comedy at?
They had like a stage set up, and there was like 50 people in there, but you could tell half of the people were just there for the comedy and never been there. And then the other half were perverts. It was pretty sick.
Whoa.
A lot of guns. Everybody that worked there had a gun. I guess nobody, because then the owner's like, you need to come back for White Boy Wednesdays. From noon to 5. Noon to 5 on Wednesdays. I'm like, I got a job, chief.
Now, what did it smell like?
It didn't smell that bad, but I broke my nose. I can't smell anything, but I didn't see Tata complaining. So we were yeah, it was weird, dude. It was an experience. And then the guy with the huge dick comes walking into the showroom while I'm on stage, and he's eating a chicken wing with his dick out. I'm like, bro, I can't do. I'm just gonna kill myself. I was gonna beat my. Yeah, it was fucking nuts, dude.
Would you go back?
Hell yeah, just go hang out and watch.
Now, yeah,
but there was only
could you just go and watch, or do you need to...
It was $75 for dudes, and then White Boy Wednesdays we get a discount. But then I can't imagine what's going on in there.
Yeah, like, they're not all white boys that look like you.
Yeah, the owner was like, "Dude, come back. I won't make you pay." I was like, "I'm straight, dude. I am good."
What were the ladies looking like?
I mean, there was a chick in the front row who had like the leather like the dominatrix, like strat, like I don't know, some fucking
Harness.
whore outfit. I don't know what you'd call it, but she looked like fucking Humpty Dumpty. She literally was like had her mouth open during the show, like she had a brain injury. I'm like, can we put her in the back? It's fucking like I can't concentrate on fucking anything.
Maybe that's like Fogo, where you flip your card over. That's how you know you want dick.
Yeah, no more pussy.
She might have been wearing an insert that props her mouth open. And she
Oh yeah,
can't
for mouth
close
fucking,
it.
those are pretty sick.
I mean,
That's like that board game with the gum showing. You ever see like families playing that? There's a board game where like you have to have your mouth like wide open
You
and
have to-
say a
you have
word.
to
I'm like,
gape
what
your mouth.
pervert? Yeah, your aunt gaping and then she hands you the fucking thing. Nah.
Now seems like a great time to thank our sponsor. And Ryan, thank you for setting that up today. This episode of Dad Me is presented to you by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code FATBIRD, you can treat yourself to something nice for the holidays. Smooth balls are the gift that keeps on giving. Manscaped makes sure your grooming is in check with a fresh launch just in time for the holidays. Their new Performance Package 5.0 includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra Body Trimmer, the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer, their Crop Soother Aftershave Lotion, and Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. I routinely shave my balls with Manscaped products.
Hey.
And I almost threw a fucking conniption this weekend because my wife changed some things out in the bathroom and threw my
Bitches be
Manscaped-
moving stuff.
for no fucking reason, and she threw my Manscaped scrubber out. I almost fucking lost it, dude. There was no need for it, but
The scrubber, like a rubber thing.
yeah, there's like you can use body wash. You put it on the scrubber and it exfoliates.
Oh, okay. Get
So
them nuts, baby.
I like to
baby
use that,
soft.
and fortunately, it got resolved. I had another one too because Manscaped was kind enough to send us some.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you can get all that. You get 20% off and free shipping by using promo code FATBIRD at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Promo code FATBIRD. Treat yourself or somebody you love to something nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You're really good at reading out loud. I could not pull that off. I was like, holy shit. What were we about to say?
so these women are all disgusting pigs.
Oh, foul. Well, the chicks who worked there were hot, and then they come over to you. They're like, hey, what's up? You look good, white boy. And I'm like, I'm not fucking paying. Get out of here. They did have some good punch that I tested out. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck's in this. They sold Viagra. They sold everything.
Really?
Dude, it was pretty sweet.
What is it, like a table setup?
You come in, it looks like, have you ever been to like a frat party?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they have the table with like, they have like jungle juice.
Beer pong.
No offense. They had jungle juice. They
Yeah,
had
you're still allowed to say that.
yeah, and they had like ribs and mac and cheese. I'm like, who the fuck is eating fucking black lady mac and cheese and then getting their dick hard?
Is that complimentary with your admission?
Yeah, $70.
What the fuck?
Then the fruit, yeah, the bowl of punch. You could bring your own beer too. I think.
Do you think
bring
people
your
go
own
there
shit.
just to eat?
That would be sick. I didn't eat because I was like, dude, I'm not. I don't know. I was in a
You didn't
mood.
trust it. You thought
And I
that
went
mac and
there-
cheese was too creamy.
And the show, yeah, it was a little too creamy for my taste. And then, like, the dudes who worked it, the guy who owned it, his son was a security guard. I was like, dude, how much pussy have you gotten in your life? He's like, I forget. I'm like, all right. Yeah, it was a wild. I can't imagine working there with your dad because the dad's like grabbing all these asses.
no.
And then when the comedy show started, there was like a booth in like straight into the back of the room, which I think was the side you stand on to put your dick through the glory hole. And he was just like basically sitting in a throne with like red lighting around him. I'm like, you look like Fat Blade, motherfucker. He was loving it. He had like all these chains on.
Was anyone having sex during the show?
Yeah, in the rooms like down. Dude, it
Oh,
was
in the
probably
rooms,
like
not, like-
7 or 8 rooms, and I think there was a daycare on the first floor.
Oh,
like it was like one of them second. You know what I mean? It was a split level. It was tough sledding. But they paid.
Is there ribs and mac and cheese at the daycare too?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. They dropped the bones down. Suck them bones clean. Yeah, it was tough,
Jesus,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
Yo, but so it's cool that like people showed up for the comedy show, but imagine like you're like, all right,
I just hear clapping in the other
I
room.
clocked
like,
out for the week. I got $75. I'm gonna go down to the sex club, and like you get there, and everyone's like, shut up.
Yeah, I'm talking about my balls.
The comedy show's about to start. You're just like,
I'm talking about my autistic
fucking
sister. All these
way.
people trying to get hard. God.
No way, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking nuts. And the show started at 1 a.m. And 1 a.m. and then it was a black show, so that shit started about 1:45.
2:30, yeah.
I was like, God damn it, I'll see you guys.
Oh, the black show explains the fucking mac and cheese spread.
Yeah. They're ready to go. Some dude selling hot sauce. I did a black show with who the fuck's the dude's name? What's his name? Top Flight. You know him?
Mm-mm.
He
The golf guy.
Yeah. He we went there and there's always like 9 small businesses running at the black shows everywhere in the back. Some guy's got like hot sauce, but he gave me a little sample bottle of his hot sauce and it was so fucking good, but I lost it, so I can't fucking figure out how to get more.
Oh.
Best collard greens I ever had. But yeah, that's about it.
Damn.
Damn, dude. What
I'm
an
doing another
experience.
black show at FC Chester next month.
FC Chester, is
Yeah,
that
the jail?
the jail?
Hey.
Dude, you've got some racket going. You can just do normal comedy shows, right?
I'm doing a private Republican party on Saturday.
That's
The guy was
great,
like, "You want to
man.
do this?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm bringing two of the blackest dudes I know."
Drew and Naeem.
They're doing a bumping mic set. Hell yeah!
Damn.
Nah, that'll be sick.
Oh yeah, are you doing our show on the 7th?
Am I? I don't know.
Would you like to?
Yeah, book it.
Yeah. December 7th, Helium Comedy Club.
Book it.
Us and
Yeah.
all our boys having a fucking blast.
Hell yeah!
Who do we have
You
so
guys
far? We got Ryan. We got Del Calo. We got
David
Jake,
James.
David James.
Luis J. Gomez,
Nice.
but with an asterisk because he could go, sorry, doggy, I'm going to fucking Ibiza or something.
Ibiza. Does he like the vacay?
Oh
He's
God, yeah.
maybe the most vacationing guy that I know.
Can't get Puerto Ricans money; they get crazy. He's got a kid to watch, dude. Fuck.
Yeah.
Are you really gonna change your name? Wait, who else is on the show? My bad. ADD kicked in.
What, plus special guests and more.
Hell yeah.
That's what we're doing.
What
right
day of the
there.
week is the 7th?
Thursday.
All right, hell yeah.
It's a week from
It's right before your
then,
show.
And then nightcaps right after,
Yeah.
dude. Hang out,
Yeah.
party time.
That's gonna be a
Dude, we had a
what
drag.
an epic night. That's
We had a drag queen through the last month or last Thanksgiving Eve
Performing or in the crowd?
performing. I would have thrown something at them if they were in the crowd, but no, their booker I guess was friends with somebody at the club, and they were like, "You have to put this guy on." And he got there, and we were like, "When do you want the light?" He's like, "The light." Motherfucker ran the light by like 7 minutes, bombing, and then ended it with like an opera song.
Oh my God.
It was tough.
Wow, sounds like drag.
Yeah,
Sounds like all drag too.
10 minutes. What are you gonna sit down and read a book to kids?
Yeah,
you
and,
freak.
and where will the children? Where will the children be seated? No kids. Why did I even fucking? Why did I even tuck my penis into my butthole? No kids. This is ridiculous. He's on the phone with his manager. There's no children here at all.
It's 10 p.m. They're sleeping.
Yeah, it's adult losers.
Dude, it was like, it was nuts. And then he had like prosthetic titties that were so real looking. It was like, fuck, I couldn't stop looking
touch
at
them?
him. No,
Did you ask to?
no. I was staring at him though. And then Tata was there. She was like, I don't like that. She was pissed.
Oh,
There's
my
only
God.
that green room's only big enough for one pair of black tits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like when a cat sees an animatronic cat.
Yeah, they don't fucking like a Roomba or something like that. Ain't the real thing.
I was gonna say, black people are transphobic like dogs are racist. It's
Oh, dude.
sorry, dude.
Yeah, it is what it is, brother. You beat it out of them. Don't work. Yeah.
Excuse me. Damn, that sucks.
I am
Yeah.
an electrician. Tubbs is a plumber. Get your shit right. Somebody said something wrong.
We fact check in the chat.
I just looked up.
Let's go to the phones.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit sucked when back in the aughts or the 2010s when comedy started like co-mingling with like burlesque and that kind of like I opened for a drag queen one time and man oh man that shit sucked.
I've been there, brother. Bob and Barbara's.
This was not Bob and Barbara's, but I mean, like probably down the street.
One of
But
them
yeah,
fucking places.
yeah, man, oh man, what a group of just fucking smarmy cunts that enjoy that shit.
They're not the nicest. But I did have to follow a lady named Rigor Mortitz, which was nice.
Wow, that's
She sprayed blood all over the
you
place.
cannot serve alcohol at a place where everyone's saying that name.
True.
Please, dude. No.
Damn, once I look at the chat for 1 second, I start looking. My
I
ADD is
know.
too bad.
I will not say I opened for which drag queen because actually I don't know that
I
I
wouldn't
ever
even know
met.
her name.
I don't know that I ever met the dame, but they had like handlers and shit, and just the whole setup of the show was so fucking annoying. And it's like it's the same crowd as like Dancing Bear videos.
Yeah.
It's just like
Retarded MILFs.
dumpy, lonely white women of like varying degrees of homosexuality just going like, yeah, like it fucking sucks, dude.
I don't get it.
And
Like-
then you know what the worst part is that like no one like we'll never have to deal with a drag show in our entire lives. Like,
No.
but your girl is always at risk of being dragged to something like that by some other dumb bitch that she knows.
Yeah, my girl's too homophobic for that shit. She would never let that fly. I feel like
good.
most girls are closeted homophobes.
Maybe.
A lot of them.
They're also very misogynistic as well.
Oh, hell
there's
yeah.
nothing I love more than my wife's misogyny.
Yeah, my wife. I mean, my girl. Fucking. I almost said my wife. Jinx. I don't want to fucking jinx myself.
Blackouts the rest of my life.
Yeah, she's not having it. If she sees a lady like driving a truck, she's like, no, not good. What's next? You know? What does your wife do?
I would hear it the most at the last place where she worked because it was just like her and like this hornet's nest of fucking chicks that she would just come home and unload about their intelligence, their work ethic, their neediness, their helplessness.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, yes.
They are dumb,
yes,
aren't they?
yes.
They shouldn't be able to vote. Yeah.
They do need a man.
That's what my girl bitches about work, but it's mostly like the dudes, I guess, like for tech shit, they just hire Indians to do it.
Nice.
But then there's like a language barrier and they don't get enough done. I'm like, just fucking hire another one.
Yeah,
Right?
you got an extra 5 rupees per day or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is she worried about Indians taking her job?
Nah. No, she has to go to meetings and shit. You're not going to fly him over here from Bangladesh or whatever, right? How's that work? Am I getting too racist? No?
No, I think you're dialed in. I think you're
Yeah,
good.
I feel good. I need another piece of nicotine gum even me out.
I don't know, man. You really got me. I got angry thinking about drag queens. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, you did go. You started staring.
I don't know. I don't know why that had that effect on me. Because you can't ignore them. But why do they keep coming up?
Like,
You know?
they just keep coming into my
Also,
space.
it's like I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be shitting on someone else's entertainment. Do you know? Like I like stuff that people would think is boring and dumb or asinine or.
Yeah, but do you get angry when they call it gay? Not really.
I guess not. No.
Yeah, so let you cook.
Yeah, I should be nicer to myself. That's what I'm learning. I should let myself, dude. I'm sure
If
my
you want to be
therapist-
hateful, be hateful.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do have to clean the pipe sometimes and just let it out on
Let
a
one out.
podcast that'll live forever.
If
Yeah.
there was a if
There's
there
no
was,
shame in that.
if there was a screaming the N-word but it pertained to drag shows, I would probably crack one out in the car on the way home, you know?
Wouldn't that be a fun game? You know how they do that? You know how they do that game where it's like people on opposing ends of a table and there's a cotton ball in the middle? What if you play that game but both sides are just screaming the N-word?
So you can move the cotton ball.
Yeah.
You can move the cotton. Ooh,
Yeah.
N-words only, slappers only, cotton ball.
I feel like we're gonna have to soundproof this studio. Yeah.
Whoa, man. Yeah, you're going to hang my jersey in the rafters.
My grandma's gonna give you a run for your money, dude. Get Maureen in here. Give her a couple gin rickies. She's gonna burn this motherfucker down. My grandma rules. She was trying to. Have I talked to you guys since we had a baby shower?
That game's called Burning Crossfire, by the way.
Is it really?
Okay, go on. No.
I'm sorry. Go on. No, we had a baby shower, and my grandma got fucking put. Like my girl's grandmom. My girl's dad gave his mom a weed edible so she wasn't annoying at the party, and my grandmom drank her fucking face off. She was like trying to fuck guys. She was after Lemaire for a little bit.
Oh, that devil.
She Lemaire gave her a hug and he poured a drink on her back on accident. And I was like, Lemaire, you just poured a shot on my grandma's mom. She's like, I haven't got a shot on my back in years. I was like, Jesus Christ, dirtbag.
He was trying to do body shots with my mom.
Yeah,
Dude, I would actually pay for him and her to go to that swingers club you just went to. I would put up $150 right now for Lemaire to bring that old lady.
I mean, do you know how long she would have to get there like noon to be able to climb the stairs in the back?
She can go for White Boy Wednesday.
True, I could bring her. My grandma's a fucking pervert. I bet you she would get railed. One of my boys I played football with was there, and he's like a huge dude. My grandma was all over him, and she has like a cane now. You know those shitty canes at CVS that are like diamond studded?
Yeah.
She had that, and she was like, "Can you take the fucking receipt off?" Like she had the tag still from the store. She's like, "It's embarrassing." I'm like, yeah, "You're balding too, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Your melanoma scars aren't bothering you?"
Damn, that's cool. Is she running the clock? Is she a healthy lady? What's up with her?
She's like a little Italian broad, so she's probably gonna, her mom lived to like 103.
Yeah.
So she's probably gonna keep cooking.
They are like cave moss. They don't need shit to.
She don't need nothing, dude. She needs Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune.
Are her hands all fucked up yet, like old Italian
Oh
ladies?
my God, yeah, dude. She was fucking ringing up T-shirts at TJ Maxx for 30 years.
That's
So
cutlet
those things are
knuckle.
big.
That's chicken cutlet knuckle.
She does have cutlet knuckle. My grandpa was the cutlet guy though. But yeah, I don't know. She used to get like reprimanded at TJ Maxx because every time a Russian person would try to return shit, she'd be like, "No, you stole it." Just like she hated them. But
Was she in the Northeast?
she lived at
judging by the Russians.
Yeah, you know that TJ Maxx where there's, like guys' bikes on Street Road? You know where that's at?
Mm-mm.
If you're on like Bustleton, where Bustleton meets
Okay.
Street Road, there's a shopping center right there. She worked at that TJ Maxx for legit like 30 years.
Yeah, big Russian population.
Huge.
Big Brazilian population not far from there, too.
I wish, where?
You know? Closer
Like
to like
further
Castro.
down. Yeah.
There's like an entire, I don't know, people don't know this, but like there is like a Brazilian neighborhood in Philly kind of tucked away. And you can go and just kind of like immerse yourself in it. It's like going to the Avatar planet. Like there's Brazilian churches you can just go and attend the service, and people just like they don't know if they should ask you to leave. I found a Brazilian butcher shop that I was going to for a while, and they're just like, what the fuck?
There's a couple Brazilian poppy stores that you can get the best cheesesteak ever at. There was one on like 5th and fucking Cecil, somewhere right around there.
They're the most sexual people you'll ever encounter.
Oh my God.
Everything they do.
They make you feel gay. They love
it.
pussy so
Right,
much.
yeah.
Jesus Christ. This guy fucking king it enough. Like Paulo Costa looking motherfuckers. He looks gay, but I guess he's not. You know him?
Brazilian doesn't count. There's no.
Yeah, I guess you like metrosexuality. No,
You're just a sexual being as a Brazilian.
Yeah.
I don't know, but if you try some gay shit with him though, he might
Yeah, they
kill
ain't
you.
having that. You get fucking leg kicked.
He'll fucking leave your body on a beach somewhere.
Who said West Coast is pretty damn racist?
What's that mean?
Yeah, dude, speaking of guys who used to be racist, you know Sean Strickland?
Oh yeah.
Did you see the video of the guy trying to break? I guess he wasn't breaking into his house, but pulled up on his driveway. God,
What
if he
a
would have
nightmare.
shot, Disney's got to be like, somebody please beat this guy. Please fucking God. His Twitter's so funny.
Did you see what the story was with that guy?
Yeah, the guy was like beating his sister up.
Yeah, he was running
Yeah.
from the cops.
The guy was beating his own sister up.
Something like that, yeah.
Sorry, I just got dust in the air.
What the hell, dude?
I got concrete. Sniff that up.
I've had something in my eye this entire time now.
Ryan's-
It's every
Ryan's
time I move
drywall
my
dust.
legs. That's concrete. I was using a Bosch today.
Man.
Yeah, I sent you that picture on accident. I was like, I'm getting fucked at work. And it was just a picture of like a bunch of fucking nonsense. What can you do?
Yeah, I'm like congested and shit. I feel like such a pussy right now.
I'm like that fucking dirt.
Your pants are too contaminated from the job site.
Pollen season's over.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're gross right now. Sorry.
You mentioned your grandmom trying to fuck guys.
Yeah.
There was a story that came out, I think yesterday. A guy from the Blackhawks fucked their star player's mom. He's like a kid. He's like 18.
No.
So they're getting rid of him.
He
now.
fucked a player's mom?
The new kid who's a generational talent. They have to get rid of him now because he fucked this kid's mom.
Damn.
Man,
There's a lot of
that kind
basketball-
of shit used to fly.
Yeah, you can't really fuck moms anymore. Did you have any friends that fucked their friends' moms?
They should get rid of the mom.
Yeah, you gotta kill the mom.
Yeah.
Execute her at halftime.
Trade her to another city, dude. What the fuck, man? He's a kid. He doesn't know any better.
Who's the guy? Isn't that another NBA basketball player who just got caught fucking a minor?
It's details are vague right now, but it seems like
Looked into
a
it.
21-year-old man could have potentially been fucking a person in high school.
Dude, that used to be fucking standard operation procedure
I know,
when I was
yeah.
a kid.
Yeah.
You know how many hot girls got fucking vanquished by a 22-year-old pillhead? God damn it. They used to get us. Guy would bring a keg and then fuck the hottest chick.
Yeah, we would have parties at my buddy Danny's house. We were all like between like 18 and 20 at this time, and there would always be like at least one dude who was like 23. And it's like,
Hey, man, we're weirding everybody out.
yeah,
There was we used to call this one guy Uncle Tom, white guy. But he used to bring us beer, and we were like, "This is cool." Then I remember looking back and be like, "His girlfriend was my age. And he was like 23. We were like 17."
Yeah, we knew a girl in our high school who had a long-term relationship.
Hey,
with
I'm gonna do the Patreon pant list.
I'm gonna get my eye drops up right now.
Those Japanese eye drops. Damn.
what were you saying? Oh, okay. I
forget.
He was
Talking
saying a
about-
girl in his high school.
Oh yeah. Let's just make up a story. Tim killed a girl in his high school. Yeah. Now I can't stop thinking about if I ever knew a girl that had a horrific injury after we dated. I don't think so. I know a lot of girls who done like dumb. I used to bang this chick at we used to stay at her friend's house. Her parents were always gone, and her dad was remodeling the bathroom upstairs, and the girl drunk went up there and went to piss, but there was no toilet, so she pissed through the floor onto the living, like a brand new living room carpet. So she was so hot. But yeah, God bless her. Nurse. Nurses are always. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Are you still using those crazy eye drops?
Yeah. Yeah, I got yelled at the eye center.
For what?
Well,
Jacking off.
I was in the middle. I was in the middle of flunking a LASIK consultation, and
You can flunk that?
I didn't get close, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, but the lady said, "Do you use any eye drops?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "What kind?" And I said, "Well, I don't remember the name and the bottles in Japanese." And I said, "You can check them out if you want to." And I handed them to her, and she went, "Oh my god." She said,
"You had to FaceTime a sushi restaurant."
Yeah,
Like, what's this say?
She said, "This is crazy. I've never heard of these." I said, "You should try them. They're pretty fucking cool." She said, "No, thank you."
I remember I tried them once at Grape Room. My eyes felt like they were high.
Yeah. Well, I think they might have just saved my life.
I'm so sorry.
Did I talk about it last week about how there was the eye drop recall?
No.
There was like an eye drop recall on like a bunch of like.
You look like you're sobbing. Tim's dog just died.
Help me, dude! I'm suffering.
Fuck.
There's an eye drop recall on a bunch of like normal brands, but apparently they're just being like all packaged in like Indian factories by barefoot dudes with diseases and shit.
Damn.
So
that's why I stopped vaping, because the goddamn videos of guys vaping with their tootsies.
now who looks stupid?
Tim, that has to be where you get your superpowers from.
Eye drop.
An evil Indian
Contamination.
footless, shoeless guy.
They're putting autism in the eye drops.
Fucking sapphire appears right between my fucking eyebrows.
Damn.
Oh no, sir, not today.
I can't stop watching those videos of Indian guys serving street food. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely
It's just
disgusting,
cruel.
but I watch it all the way
Yeah, I
through.
don't know why. Something about that.
Yeah, I love their complicated sodas.
What do you mean?
They have like soda vendors.
And they just make sodas of?
Yeah,
They like pour it through their fingers and shit.
Yeah, they mix
God.
together like different flavors and colors, and they're like, it's like a whole show type. It's like a hibachi soda.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty much. Danny Polshak had a very funny video about it though. It was like Indian guys pouring you a soda, and he just poured it between his fingers into a cup. But that's all of it. They touch it with their disgusting hands, which are probably clean, but
God.
they're a different color than my hands.
Yeah,
so
they look dirty. Oh, yeah, that's tough.
You do got to remember that.
When me and my buddy went to Thailand and I was eating street food, I'm like, we definitely ate something horrific. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude.
But I wasn't, you're drunk. You're like, it's a kebab.
Sex tourism or regular?
We were just getting, I was getting fucking regular pussy. I banged a Swedish chick. I could never tell if I've talked
That's
about
weird. It's like going to McDonald's in a foreign country. You went to Thailand, you fucking hit a blonde lady.
I'm not rolling the dice on a Thai lady. You know what I mean?
Penis-wise or diseases-wise?
Either.
Yeah.
Both. I met this Swedish chick and we walked into like a sex
Penis-wise
they do the sex show at the fucking ping pong club. They do like strippers fucking opening Heinekens
Like
with
the
their
ball,
assholes.
or was that the name of a guy?
God damn. I don't even Dude, it was fun. Ping pong. Tears be damned. No, we went and there was like a lady opening a Heineken with her asshole and then pouring it into another chick's asshole, and then she poured it out into a fucking mug.
Damn, she made it a damn Heineken.
Yeah, Heine.
So they also have Indian soda.
That's Thai soda, baby. Yeah, but I met a Swedish chick there and we banged, and then she went down to there was a 7-Eleven at the bottom floor of our Airbnb, and she brought up, they have like some kind of weird Lunchable that you microwave, and I was like, get the fuck out. You stinky bitch.
I know a guy that came back from Thailand with parasites.
Yeah, I mean, I did the fucking feet in the fish tank and they eat your skin off. You ever see those videos?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that's not good to do.
No?
No,
Yeah,
apparently
it's
that's
just,
a no-go.
it's just fat perverts on the water.
We left and there was like a literal street walking hooker that was like, don't do. I was like, fuck. If a hooker's saying don't do that, it's over. Yeah.
Yeah, a hooker don't do is like a black lady compliment.
True. Yeah, you got to trust the hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there was just so many, the ugliest English dudes you've ever seen be like, you enjoying the girls? I'm like, fucking no, dude.
Ugh.
Watched Donald Trump win the election that year. That was the year I went.
From Thailand.
Yeah. We were walking to the beach drunk and looked up at the TV on like whatever CNN they had on. We were like, oh shit, he won.
How'd the lady boys feel about that?
The Russian guys on the beach were fucking pumped. They were like making fun of us. I'm like, I don't care. Fucking either or, dude. And then, Eddie Alvarez fought Conor McGregor while I was there. It was a good week.
That was a sick
It was
weekend.
a good time. Dude, watching UFC at like 9 o'clock in the morning is the shit.
Oh my god,
It's the
nothing beats
best.
it, man.
On the beach, it's living.
Dude, a daytime card, nothing beats it.
They should always do this.
I don't fucking get it.
I don't get it. If there's not like what else? I don't know.
Well,
Pisses me off.
they have to make money, and they make money by having a big,
The
event.
gate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do them all in Saudi Arabia.
But don't you think you would make more on pay-per-view from having like an earlier
Everybody.
stream?
Yeah. I mean, you would. I don't know. I don't know how that shit works.
Because the gate, I mean, what are you making? Like a couple million from a typical gate?
Yeah. Well, they're always bringing the record. They're always breaking the record. Like new record, new record. I'm like, I don't know if I'm buying it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man, and I don't want to get too much. I don't want to get too fucking bop it out on this, but like, I do think that like having a massive live event is kind of part of selling a big pay-per-view stream.
Have you ever been to one live?
Yeah, I was at Madison Square Garden.
How was that? This recent one?
No, that was when Nate fought
Connor?
Jorge, I think.
Masvidal.
Wait, was that what that one was?
The BMF one?
I think it was the BMF one.
With The Rock? Was The Rock there?
I think so. I remember when Trump came in, everyone freaked.
Everybody.
I've been to a bunch of them. Yeah, I was
so
there. I was there when John Jones first won the light heavyweight title from Shogun.
No, dude, I don't know how I've never been to one. Yeah, I never want to spend the money.
It's not really. I mean,
it's not great. Like local MMA sucks when you're on the floor watching it. And I'm like in the stadium. I'm like, it's got to blow.
I don't know.
Not blow, but like you can't see.
Well, it's never in Philly too. The closest one where it was manageable prices. There was an event in Long Island last year.
Yeah,
like the day before.
Frankie getting knocked out.
I don't remember, but it was the day before you could get a ticket for like $80.
Yeah, that's doable. But yeah, I don't know. One of these days, I just want to ball out.
Don't you like feeling the energy though of like everyone getting behind one of the fighters? And
yeah, that is.
Nice. That's pretty fucking cool.
I like to go to Brazil. Watch one. They used to be crazy back in the day. I was just showing my girlfriend YouTube Chael Sonnen videos.
Oh man,
he was such a retard. I loved it.
He's definitely not for girlfriends, but he is the fucking best.
my bitch loved it.
Oh, that's what's up. No,
staunch Republican.
MJ can't stand him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Dude, did you ever see his wrestling tutorial? He's got gray tights on, and it's just like a meat outline.
No. He's beefed up?
No, but
fake.
No, but it's just like just a very normal sized meat outline for his fucking wrestling tutorial.
I respect that.
Something for everyone.
Yeah.
Regular dick. Somebody just crushed me with their dick in the fucking sweatpants. Who's it? Miles Garrett on the Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
that
man.
came up on my Twitter feed. I'm like, God damn it! There should be settings on Twitter where I want no dick at all, unless it's funny something. But,
so you want some dick?
Some dick, some funny dick. But I don't need to see some guy's fucking dick print.
Now let's talk about push notifications. You want notifications for some dick?
Yes.
Okay.
Funny dick.
How hard do you want him to push?
Oh, Michael. Michael, don't do that. He's a guest, man. Come on, man.
I'm not gay.
Fucking disgusting.
Walk off.
It's fucking rude, dude.
Dude, push notifications fucked me because I got called racist on Twitter. And I thought,
dude.
Wait, save it for the Patreon. We're about to switch over. Because I want to, I definitely want to talk about that.
Yeah.
There was an attempted cancellation by a PTSD disabled cop.
I was like, what are you going to cancel me from, construction faggot? Like,
who's a black Republican.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Like, tell my bosses I was racist on Twitter. They'll be like, guess who got a raise? Let him cook.
A PTSD disabled cop who is a black Republican who also collects NSYNC Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Tried to cancel Ryan.
Somebody found his TikTok and they were like, you have no black figurines. You're racist. What? Funko Pop? Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
Damn. There's so much shit I don't.
It's G.I. Joes for pedophiles.
Damn. I miss G.I. Joes.
At least those guys could pose them. You can make them fight and stuff. Funko Pops are just
it's just a doll, right?
little guy with a big head.
Yeah, they're just for getting
oh shit! All right.
Yeah,
Damn.
they can't.
Yeah,
really
I can't wait to talk about this pussy. That bothered me.
Ooh,
Ryan, what do you want to promote before we go over to Patreon?
If you want to hear me talk to myself on my work truck on my way to work, Foster Care on YouTube. I'm at Helium every fucking Thursday night at 10 p.m. I'm Ryan Foster on Instagram. Ryan L. Foster on Instagram. That's it, baby.
What's the L stand for?
Lewis. My dead pop-up's name. Lewis, not that French spelling either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that about you.
I was gonna say long dick.
Long. Mm-hmm. That's my biological dad's last name. my biological dad's name is Richard Long. Dick Long.
Whoa.
How sick is that? Yeah. Piece of shit.
And he couldn't break you off with Richard. That sucks.
Nah. Well, he wasn't around until I was 14. He wasn't gonna rename me.
My name is Dick Long. This is my son, Rai.
Baby Rai.
Baby Rai Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, come to Helium next Thursday, December 7th. Me and the Rain Train and our Titus boys, and special guests and more. And we're gonna fucking basically do a de facto Christmas party.
I did spit on an Uber driver yesterday during my podcast.
Let's hear about that as well. And then catch me on the road. In January, I'll be in fucking Tampa and St. Pete, Raleigh, Austin. And I'm going to try to get some more tacked on in the next week or two. And you can go to timbutterly.com to get tickets. Also, I've banged down the doors of the Stand in New York City, so I'm going to be doing a million shows there next month, and hopefully for the foreseeable future. And watch me as I eke out some sort of recognizable comedy career.
Let's go.
See you guys later.
Let's get it, baby.
Ta-ta.
Come to our show December 7th. I can't wait for that. Go to heliumcomedy.com for tickets. Also, thank you to everybody that's bought On Percs. You can continue to buy that at my website, onpercs.com. For everybody that buys a copy through December 1st, I'm going to send you a personalized video message for the holidays. On top of that, too, we're going to be releasing our Little Snickers Christmas album in a couple days. I'm very excited for that. I think you're going to like it a lot. It is easily the most retarded thing I've ever made. So I'm very excited to put that out. We're going to have that available at onpercs.com. Should be by Friday. And then also we'll have some cool stuff related to that, which you can also pick up for buying the album. Other than that, go over to patreon.com/dadmeatpodcast. When we hit 5,000 patrons, we're going to medieval times in Baltimore, and anybody who's a patron is welcome to join us. So help us get there if you can. If you enjoy the show, pay whatever you want to become a patron. It doesn't matter. And once we hit that, we'll make plans, and we'll invite everybody, and we'll have the time of our lives down there.
You want a live count of where we're at subscribers-wise?
Yeah, hit us with it.
We are at, we're at 4,913.
You pussies.
So
Get on the
87
Patreon
more
now.
people. If
We're
you're thinking
less
about
now.
it, you can pay $1 to
Bro.
become a patron of Dad Meat.
Whoa.
But yeah, we're
dude.
going to make this happy early in the winter. I've always said nothing is more beautiful than Baltimore in the winter.
Hell yeah.
I've always said that.
I mean, that's what
Baltimore
Walt Whitman
is
was
tight.
writing about.
Yeah.
Walt Whitman was talking about going to medieval times in Baltimore in the winter, and I would love to make more poetry with you guys.
Was it Walt Whitman that was porking guys?
They're all gay, dude.
Every
Poetry.
poet, yeah. That's the name of the game.
Was Walt Whitman a poet? I thought he just made that.
No, he was a bridge
He
guy.
just made that motherfucking bridge.
Yeah, he was a gay bridge dude. All right, guys.
Gay-ass bridge to
The
Jersey.
guy from the bridge?
We'll see you on the Patreon in a few minutes. Love you guys.
Whoa.